Here are the vehicles used in these demonstrations. Some technicians have maintained that four-wheel drive output is unnecessary and that rear-wheel drive vehicles will fulfill all likely demands. This film, however, will show the value of four-wheel drive transmission and the limited use of vehicles without it. The Humber armoured car is a four-wheel drive vehicle with a revolving turret carrying 2 guns and a crew of 3. The Humber four-wheel drive pickup truck can be used as a mobile wireless transmitting and receiving unit or as a personnel carrier. The Humber four-wheel drive field ambulance is used for transporting casualties from forward dressing stations. Numbers of these 3 vehicles are already in service. The Humber light reconnaissance car Mark III, although not seen in the trial, has a chassis almost identical with that of the four-wheel drive ambulance and pickup. There are several points to be learned from this demonstration. Obstacles such as this, which rise and fall quickly, should be approached squarely, as this method reduces twisting strain on the vehicle. You must get to know the maximum size of obstacle your vehicle can climb without fouling the chassis. In this case, the tree, about 14 inches diameter, is about the largest. We'll repeat the demonstration, and you'll see how the tree slews round as it touches the vehicle because it's not approached squarely. You'll also notice that the 14-inch diameter tree practically touches the track rod and fouls the transfer box. Look how the armoured car takes a really bad surface. But it was designed for this. Tackling a gully shows how a short wheelbase vehicle with high clearance and four-wheel drive should be taken over such obstacles. Again, taken quietly and evenly like this with the driver feeling his way carefully, a gully does not present any real obstacle. Here the front wheels cannot get a grip on the overhanging lip, and the ground is too loose for the rear wheels to drive by themselves. This is better because the point chosen for crossing is better. Even craters can be easily traversed because of the remarkable flexibility of the suspension. That looks rather alarming because the driver has taken the course too near the edge and is tilting the vehicle unnecessarily. It's really quite safe, however. Now watch the pickup truck and you'll see the same steady movement. No wheel spin and perfectly sure, although this vehicle is several tons lighter. Don't forget that the very low gears act as additional brakes at such times. Some idea of the depth of the crater can be obtained from this view as the truck almost disappears from sight. Now we'll try some climbing. The ambulance is taking a rough and steep hill, but by the way it is traveling, you would think it's neither rough nor steep. It's going to be stopped halfway to show that the brakes will hold it even on such a gradient. No wheel spin, you'll notice. There's no need to try and rush the hill with this four-wheel drive design. Here's an even steeper hill for the pickup truck. It is 1 in 1.9. The gradient looks alarming from the foot, and the surface is a mixture of soft earth and deep heather. Nearer to the summit, it changes again to loose stones and sand. In this case, the pickup truck starts to climb the hill with rear wheels only engaged. And you'll see the result. Rear wheel spin. Now let's see how easily the four-wheel drive extricates it from this awkward situation. And so the pickup conquers the steep gradient and treacherous surface. The four-wheel drive does it again. Here's a plain, straightforward hill climb. The gradient is 1 in 2.3. Watch how smoothly the armored car takes it. A stop halfway, another restart without running back or wheel spin. Looks so easy, doesn't it? Just watch it climb to the top. On the way down, you'll notice the clearance. This shot gives you an even better idea of the clearance and suspension. When this armoured car has reached the bottom, we're going to show you a few shots of a similar vehicle driven by a novice. It's the first time he has left the roads to go over such country. He'll be all right so long as he keeps his eyes open and chooses the easiest path and the one which will suit his vehicle best. Crossing a gully, he takes it carefully, and you'll see how he slows up when the front wheels have touched the bottom. The chassis is specially protected underneath, but it's unnecessary to strike the ground too hard. An even worse gully is taken quite easily. A little more judgment would have saved distortions such as this, but the vehicle can stand it and the driver gets over quite safely. Crossing the crater, he selects his course carefully. It's very unlikely that an armoured car would meet any worse obstacle than this, yet the crater is crossed without difficulty. You have seen the benefit of four-wheel drive transmission in rough country and on hills. Remember, however, that these are road vehicles, so when you leave the road, take the easiest course you can find, sparing your vehicle as you would a good horse.